Hello, guys, and welcome to today's class. So, today we're going to be focusing on the writing task 2 part of the IELTS exam requirement. Okay, so in our last video, we talked about the four sections that you get to encounter when you're writing your IELTS. We have the writing, we have the speaking, we have the listening, and we have the reading. So, today we're going to be focusing on the writing section. Now for the writing, we have tax 1 and we have tax 2. Now when you encounter the tax 2, for the tax 2 you need about 40 minutes. Yeah, you need about 40 minutes to write your tax 2. You write your tax 2 in about 250 words, not less than 250 words. But for your tax 1, it's usually 150 words, which you need 20 minutes to write. In total, your writing tax is about 1 hour. Okay, for your writing task 2, I'm going to zoom my screen a bit so you can see. Oh, I don't think I can really zoom it, but you should be able to see. Oh, I don't know why. Okay, so let's continue. The writing task 2 test is part of the writing test. That's one thing you should know. You will be given both writing task 1 and writing task 2 questions together. I've stated. In the instruction attached to the question, you'll be advised to spend 20 minutes on task 1 and spend 40 minutes on task 2. Now, here is a very important recommendation. Most people would like to start with um tax 1 as well. Oh, it's easier, it's 150 words, so I will tackle it better. No, you should begin writing tax. You should begin the writing test from tax 2 because it carries more mark and has more work. Once you are done with tax 2, you can proceed to tax 1, which is a lot simpler and can be done with any amount of time you have left. You're writing an essay based on the question answers. Another thing you should note, you should not answer above, beyond, or below the question. Answer the question. You're writing your essay based on the question that has been asked. Your essay should be more than 250 words to get a decent score. Now, if you have 250 words, it's fine. 255, 260, 270, it's fine. 275 is fine. 300, for you to be able to get the amount of work, that means you spend more time in writing, which will eat into your tax 1. So it's best you have between 260, 260 to 280 is a safe bet, but you can get more than 280. It's not bad, but you need to write more than 250 words to get a decent score. It is important to know that there are 5 possible questions you will be presented with. Now, I said 5 possible questions. It should also be 5 possible question types. Now, for your writing task 2, when they say 5 possible question types, does not mean that you will see 5 questions in your task 2. No, you just have one question, but it could come in different form. It could come in 5 different different ways. Now let's okay, you will be presented only one on exam day. Very good. So I stated it. So let's continue. The 5 possible questions are the opinion essay question, the discussion essay question, the advantages and disadvantages essay question, the cause and effects slash problem solution essay question, and the double question essay. Now, since you are meeting only one of these question types on exam day, it is paramount that you know how to write a good essay for all of them. This way, you are sure to get a good mark irrespective of the type the examiners decide to shock you with. So we're going to be starting with the opinion question type in this our lesson. For our next lesson, we'll focus on the discussion question type. Now, how do you write a band 8 opinion essay? You're aiming for band 8, you're aiming for band 8.5, you're aiming for band 7 for your writing. Now, how do we achieve this? Writing a band 8 opinion essay begins with knowing how to identify one when you see it. That's the main thing. How do you identify an opinion question? How do you know, okay, this is an opinion question, this is how I should write it? To identify an opinion essay question, in the topic of the question, you will be asked for your opinion only. and nothing else. This might appear in the form of do you agree or disagree? Is this a positive or negative development? To what extent do you agree or disagree? Do you think etc. in the question below? So in the question below, we are okay. So I haven't got to that point. So let's continue. Now this may appear in this form. So in the question, you may see do you agree, do you disagree? Is this a form of it's just basically asking you for your opinion, what you think about it. Now in the question below, let's look at the question we have. This is the question. Many manufactured food and drink products contain high levels of sugar which cause many health problems. Sugary products should be made more expensive to encourage people to consume less sugar. Now this is a question statement, and this is the instruction, or do you agree or disagree? Now this has shown us that okay, this is an opinion question because it's asking for just your opinion. Now we have 6 steps in writing our opinion question. Now you should pay attention, and I will advise you that you must watch this before you watch any other question type that I'm going to teach you. Why? Because this is where I'll be teaching most of the steps. For the next subsequent um essay types, we are just basically going to be writing an essay. We're not going to explain in detail like we'll be explaining this opinion question type. Okay, so the step one you do is to plan your essay. You've seen your question, you've seen your instruction words, and you know that okay, this is an opinion question. What do? I plan my essay. Planning your essay, what do? You generate your ideas. Okay, do you agree or disagree? Yes, I agree. Okay, I agree. Now why do you agree? You state 2 ideas supporting the motion that you agree. Now my idea one for this question is reduce the rate of sugar related diseases. It reduces when sugar products are made more expensive to encourage people to consume less sugar. It will reduce the rate of sugar related diseases. Okay, the next idea I stated was to encourage healthy eating. See, I've already generated my 2 ideas. So I've the first stage of planning my essay has been successfully executed. So let's move on. Getting synonyms for the keywords. Now you know that there are some words that are very important, mainly manufactured, high levels of sugar, health problems, sugary products, expensive, encourage, consume less sugar. There are some keywords that you should just take note and get the synonyms, because when you use synonyms while writing your essay, it shows the examiner that oh, you have a wide range of vocabulary. Okay, let's continue. So manufactured, I gave it processed. Sugary, I gave sweetened. Health problems, I gave medical conditions. For expensive, I gave costly. For high, I gave increase and elevated. For consume, I gave ingest and taking. For encourage, I gave persuade and motivation. I just jot them down so I won't forget. So the step two, we'll move on to writing our essay. The first paragraph is our introductory paragraph. I did not state it, but I should state it. I should have stated this in the beginning of the lecture. You are expected to write 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph is called your introductory paragraph. The second paragraph is called your supporting paragraph 1. The third paragraph is called your supporting paragraph 2, while your last paragraph, which is your fourth paragraph, is called your conclusion paragraph. So let's look at our introduction paragraph and see how we write them. So the first thing you do is to paraphrase your question statement. Now, what do I mean by paraphrase? Rewrite it in another words. Use your synonyms to rewrite your question statement. Just rewrite it in another words, in your own words, in your way of understanding. But please do not change the meaning. Do not change the meaning of what it is, but rewrite it in your own words. Now, if your question statement, I told you this is your question statement, okay? If your question statement is written in if it's written in just if it's written in just one sentence, please paraphrase. You can paraphrase the one sentence. If it's written in two sentences, please paraphrase it in two sentences. Meaning that don't paraphrase the two of them as one, because you may miss important step, you may miss some statements that are very important. So paraphrase it according to its sentences. Okay, so let's continue. The words in italics is what I paraphrase, okay? Many processed food and drink products contain increased levels of sweeteners, which lead to many medical conditions. Sweetened products should be made more costly to motivate people to take in less sugar. Very good. You see, I've paraphrased my question statement, the first thing I'm supposed to do. Now, the next thing I should do in the same introductory paragraph, state your ideas. So, meaning after you put your full stop, you have to state your ideas. Use um this your instruction word as a preamble. I agree because it will reduce the rate of sugar related disease and encourage people to eat healthy. There's a mistake here. There's not supposed to be it. It's supposed to be and encourage people to eat, not encourages. And encourage people to eat healthy. Okay, this is good. So that's how to write your introduction paragraph. Now move on to your next paragraph. What do? You remember that in your first paragraph you stated two ideas, one and two. So for your supporting paragraph, you're going to focus on idea one. Let's continue. So you're going to write a topic sentence for that your idea one. Now you say, okay, oh, I want to list my idea one. I just want to throw it at the beginning of the sentence. No, you can't just throw it at the beginning of the sentence. You have to put it in a way that, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so you make it as a topic sentence. You link the idea with the main question. Okay, making sugary products more pricey will help to reduce the rate of sugar-related disease. Very good. Now, after your topic sentence, what do? You use 2 to 4 sentences to explain that topic sentence that you have written already. Okay? This is because the increase in cost would lead to decrease in demand, making people to divert their tastes to more sugar-free products. Also, once the prices of sugary products are increased, there would be a decline in sugar-related diseases such as diabetes, which would in turn reduce medical costs. Now you see, I have actually explained this topic sentence with 2 sentences. Now it could be more than 2, it could be up to 3, it could be up to 4, just as you want to write. So let's move on. Then the next thing you will do is to give an example based on this idea to show that, oh, my idea is actually very correct. Now you give an example. Now, how do you give an example? We have 2 criteria. The first criteria is that it can be a frame or a real life experience of either yourself or someone you know, but it should not be a vague experience like, oh, the students went to the no. It should be my daughter, my child, my friend's daughter, my colleague, my boss. It should be an experience that you have an encounter with or you can relate with. It could be frame, you could form it in your mind. It doesn't really have to be real, or it could be real incident. Now the next criteria that it can be a statistical example from an authorized body, meaning that when you're giving example, I say, okay, I want to give a statistical example. Okay, you want to give an statistical example, so okay, you want to give figures, you want to give numbers. It should be from an authorized body um that can actually make a stand on that situation. Let's look at this example. According to World Health Organization in 2004, there was an abrupt decline of about 34% in rate of sugar-related diseases when the price of manufacturing sugar skyrocketed. Okay, so you see how I gave it. The organization, World Health Organization, is an authorized body. I could use Nigeria Health Organization. It could be framed. This authorized body does not mean that, oh, the authorized body must be real. No, you could make up your name, but the name should be something. Don't say Mr. Adebayo or Mr. John or Mr. Felix. No. It does not have the authority. It should be an authorized body. Okay. See, I gave figures 34% in the rate of sugar related diseases when the price of manufacturing sugar skyrocketed. Okay, so let's continue. Let's look at our supporting paragraph 2. This is our step 4. We're going to follow the same product topic sentence for our idea 2, which is encourage people to eat healthy. Okay, increasing the price of sweetened products will encourage the masses to practice healthy eating habits. Very good. Use 2 to 4 sentences to explain it. When there is an increase in the cost of sugary products, people will tend to move to other healthier natural products that gives the same taste, such as fruits, e.g. oranges. The increment in the cost of sugary products will motivate people to start preparing homemade food which contains less or no artificial sweeteners. Example, then you give your example. For example, my maternal grandmother stopped consuming sugar drinks because of the increase in the price and started making freshly squeezed orange juice. Now, you see what I did here? For the first example, I gave a statistical example. For the second idea, I gave a real life experience of someone I know, because I wanted to show you how it could be used in both situations. Now, you have to also look at your idea. Your idea will let you know, okay, what kind of example can be used. For this first idea, reduce the rate of sugar related diseases, a statistical example was the best for it. For saying no, it will help the masses practice healthy eating habits, a real life experience was the best for it. Okay, so let's move on to our step 5. Close to the end. Step 5, conclusion. In conclusion, I agree that sugary products should be made more costly so as to reduce sugar related diseases and to encourage the public to eat healthy. What are you supposed to do? In your conclusion, you're supposed to state exactly what your entire essay I'll be talking about. Do you agree or disagree? So you state it and also reiterate your main ideas that you've spoken about in your introduction. Just state that, okay, oh, this is what this essay is talking about. Then step 6, which is I would say is very important. Most people tend to skip it, but it's a very important step, and I would employ that you do not skip it. Proofread your essay. Proofread your essay. It is very, very, very important. Now okay, and this is the final essay. Okay, this is a sample essay of everything that I wrote. This is a sample essay. You can take a screenshot. So if you want a personal one-on-one class, this is a sample of an essay that was written by me and my one-on-one class students. So if you want a one-on-one class, please, you can just message the number on the screen and proceed to ask for the class. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time.